children. Hope you all are fine. So in the previous class, we have learnt about division of two-digit numbers. Hope you understood. Let us once revise, okay? So we have learned dividing the numbers by writing in the columns, isn't it? Let us see. For example, 64 divided by 2. 64 has to be shared equally among 2. So let us see how. So 2 is the divisor and 64 is the dividend, isn't it? Dividend means it is a number that we are going to share equally. And 2 is the divisor, means that is the number we are going to share. Okay, the dividend. So let us take 2 here and inside 64. So we will divide the tens first and afterwards we will divide the ones. Suppose if the dividend in the tens place is smaller than the divisor, then you have to consider both the digits, tens and ones together. So here the dividend in the tens place is quite larger compared to divisor. So I am taking directly 6. Okay. So first let us divide the 6. Use the table of 2. You will get 6 in the table of 2. So that is 2 3s are 6. Write 6 below 6. 6 minus 6 is 0. Now take down 4. Okay. Take the 4 down like this. Now divide this 4 by 2. 2 2s are 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. So what is the answer? Answer is 32. So this is the answer. 32. It is called as quotient. So quotient is equal to, I'll write shortly Q, okay? Q means quotient, that is equal to 32. So after dividing equally, after sharing equally, what is left? 0 left, means nothing left. It is completely divided. The number is completely divided, so nothing left, 0. Clear? In the same way, so this is how we were dividing the numbers. So this is what you have learnt in the previous class. I hope you understood this. Next, let us see division of same two-digit numbers with remainder. Let us see what is remainder. Dear children, think that I have 7 chocolates, okay? And I want to share these 7 chocolates among 3 children, okay? I'll share these 7 chocolates among 3 children. So, let me take here, there are 3 children, okay? And I have 7 chocolates. So 3 children are there here and I have 7 chocolates. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chocolates are there with me. Let me share these 7 chocolates equally among the 3 children. How many chocolates each children gets? Let us see. So first let me give 1 chocolate for each, okay? For each I'll give 1 chocolate. Now again 4 chocolates left. Let me give another one to each. Okay, like this. So how many each get? Each got 2 chocolates, isn't it? So what is left here? 1 more chocolate left, isn't it? There's 1 more chocolate left. Means when 7 chocolates were shared equally among 3 children, each gets 2 chocolates, but this cannot be shared equally. 1 more chocolate left over. I cannot share this 1 to 3 children, isn't it? So 1 is left. After dividing, 1 chocolate left. So this left number is called as remainder. Okay, what is it called as? Remainder. It is called as remainder. So what is remainder? Remainder stands for the number of objects left. So when you divide anything shared equally, so what is left after sharing, that is called as remainder. So here in these cases, it was completely shared, it was completely divided, so 0 left, isn't it? But in this case, we cannot share this 7 equally among 3, so 1 chocolate left, so that is called as remainder. So remainder stands for number of objects left. Clear? So now let us see division with remainder. So let us take 47 divided by 2. 47 divided by 2. So 2 is the divisor. Let us take here 7 here. Sorry, 47 here. 47 like this. Now let us divide this number. First let us divide the tens. 4 is there. So 2 2s are 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. Now let us take the 7 down. So 7 has taken down. Now let us divide 7 by 2. So will you get 7 in the table of 2? No, isn't it? But you will get less than 7 in the table of 2, isn't it? You will get less than 7. What is that? 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6. Clear? 2 3s are 6. 6 is smaller than 7. So we can take 6. So 2 3s are 6. Let us take this. 2 3s are 6. Now subtract this. 7 minus 6 is what? 1. See here. 7 minus 6 is 1. So after sharing this 47 equally among 2, so 23 can be shared equally, but after sharing 1 is left over. One object left. So this 1 is called as the remainder and 23 is the quotient. So here, which is the quotient? Q is equal to, this is the quotient. Up what you get, no? Above the line, this is quotient. 23. Okay. 23 is the quotient and 1 is the remainder. So this number cannot be shared equally. So one object left over. So this is called as remainder. So I will write it as short as R. Okay. R is equal to 1. Remainder is 1. Like this. Let us take another example. So 85 divided by 6. 85 divided by 6. So let us take here 6 and here 85 inside. Okay, let us divide this number. So 8 you can divide by 6, but you will not get exactly 8 in the table of 6, isn't it? But what will you get? Less than 8 is 6 1s are 6. So 6 is smaller than 8. 6 2s are 12. It is greater than 8. So you cannot go for 2. So you have to take 6 1s are 6. Now subtract this. 8 minus 6 is 2. Okay. 8 minus 6 is 2. Now take the ones place down. 5 take down. So 25. 25. Now this 25 you will not get 25 in the table of 6. But less than 25. Which number you will get in the table of 6 that is less than 25? So 6 1s are 6. 6 2s are 12. 6 3s are 6 3s are 18. 6 4s are 24. Isn't it? 6 4s are 24. You can take 6 4s are 24. So 4 here. 6 4s are 24. Now subtract 5 minus 4, that is 1. 2 minus 2 is 0. So see here. So quotient is the 14 and remainder is 1. After dividing this number equally, you will get 1 as the remainder. Means one object will left over after dividing this number among 6. Clear? So quotient is Q is equal to 14 and R is equal to 1. You have to write in this way. Okay. After dividing, finally you have to write Q is equal to, what is the answer? What answer you have got here? That you have to write here. So here it is 14 and remainder. What is left here? 1 is left. So remainder is 1. Got it? Let us solve another one. 38 divided by 3. 38 divided by 3. So 38 inside, 3 here outside the bracket. Okay. Now let us divide. 3 ones are 3. 3 minus 3 is 0. Take this 8 down. Now divide 8 by 3. Of course, you will not get 8 in the table of 3. But what is less than 8 in the table of 3? That is 3 ones are 3. 3 twos are 6. 3 threes are 9. 9 is greater than 8. So you cannot go for 3 threes are. So you have to take 3 twos are 6. 3 twos are 6. 8 minus 6 is 2. 8 minus 6 is 2. So 0 here as it is. Or you can skip 0. So 8 minus 6 is 2. 2 is the remainder. 2 things left over or 2 objects left. So 2 is the remainder. 12 is the quotient. So Q is equal to 12 and the remainder R is equal to 2. Remainder R is equal to 2. Okay. So 38 is the dividend. That is the number we are going to share equally. 3 is the divisor, means the among 3 we are going to share equally. This is the number that divides the dividend. Next 12 is the answer. After sharing equally, each gets how many? That is 12. Each gets 12. So 12 is called as quotient, means answer is the quotient. Next, after sharing equally, what is left? That is called as remainder. Here 2 objects are left. So remainder is 2. Got it? So this is how you have to divide the numbers. Clear? I hope you understood now. Next, let us see. If you solve sums, more sums on this, you will understand better. Okay, I'll give you sums. Solve it on your own. Next, let us go for properties of division. So you have already learnt in the previous year properties of division. That is, what happens when a number is divided by 1. So, for example, I have 5 chocolates, okay? So, if I share 5 chocolates equally among 1, if I am sharing 5 chocolates equally for one child, how much he gets or she gets? He will get all the 5 chocolates, isn't it? If I share equally, he will get all the 5 chocolates, isn't it? So, when you divide a number by 1, 5s are 5, 0, like this. So, he gets all the 5 chocolates. Means, when a number is divided by 1, the dividend will be the answer. The number itself will be the answer. Clear? So, 5 divided by 1 is equal to 5. 7 divided by 1 is equal to 7. 25 divided by 1 is equal to 25. Like this. When you divide a number by 1, you will get the number itself as the answer. This is the one property. Next, what happens when you divide a number by the number itself? Means, same, I have 3 chocolates, okay? And I am going to share the 3 chocolates among 3 children. So, I am giving 3 chocolates to 3 children. Each gets how many chocolates? So, there were 3 chocolates. So, there were 3 chocolates, okay? I am sharing 3 chocolates equally among 3 children. So, each gets how many? Each gets 1, isn't it? Each gets 1. Means, when you divide a number by the number itself, so what will be the answer? Answer will be 1. Got it? Answer will be 1. So, when a number is divided by the number itself, 1 will be the answer. That is why 3 divided by 3 is equal to 1. 5 divided by 5 is equal to 1. 8 divided by 8 is equal to 1, etc. Okay? This is another property. When a number is divided by 1, the number itself will be the quotient. When you divide the number by the number itself, 1 will be the quotient. Next, division by 0 is not possible. Okay, division by 0 is not possible. Next, dividing 0 by a number. When you divide 0 by a number, what will you get? So, when 0 is divided by a number, that is 0 divided by 9 is equal to 0. Means you have 0 things and you are sharing among 9. Means what do they get? You don't have anything, means what do they get? They will not get anything. So that is 0. Okay. When a 0 is divided by a number, answer will be 0. So, when you divide any number by 1, what will be the answer? Number itself is the answer. When you divide a number by the number itself, 1 will be the answer. And when you divide 0 by a number, 0 will be the answer. So, these are the 3 properties of division. Okay. So, you will get questions in the fill in the blanks. Okay. These properties you will get in fill in the blanks. So, learn properly. Next, we have division by 10. So, up to now you have learned dividing a number, 2-digit number by single-digit number, isn't it? So, 2-digit numbers, we are not going to discuss more about 2-digit numbers. So, in the next year, you are going to learn more detail. Just you have division by 10. Let us see. It is very easy. Dividing a number by 10 is very easy. Let us see how. So, for example, I have 73 divided by 10. 73 has to be divided among 10. So, let us take 10 in the bracket and 73 inside. Okay. Let us divide same. Earlier how the procedure we were following. Let us follow the same procedure. So, this 7 you cannot divide by 10 because 7 is the smaller digit than the 10. Okay. So, dividend is smaller than the divisor here. So, you cannot divide 7 alone. What you have to do? You have to take the ones digit also together. Okay. When the dividend is smaller than the divisor, you should go with along with the ones digit also. Hence, here you have to take 73 together. Clear? So, let us divide 73 together with 10. So, you will not get 73 in the table of 10, but you will get 10 sevens are 70, isn't it? Of course, you will get 10 sevens are 70. So, let us write 70 here. Let us subtract this. 3 minus 0 is 3. 7 minus 7 is 0. 7 minus 7 is 0. So, here 7 is the quotient, 3 is the remainder. Look at the number 73. Look at the number 73. So, here 3 is the remainder. Where is 3 here? It is in the ones place, isn't it? It is in the ones place. See, this 3 is the remainder. This 7 is the quotient. Got it? So, you have in the 10 there is 1 0. So, ones place is 0. So, ones place will be the remainder. Got it? So, once in the number, ones place will be the remainder. Rest of the place will be the quotient. Like that. It is very easy. Without dividing, you can easily write the answer. So, 73 divided by 10 is equal to, here, remainder is 3, quotient is 7. In the same way, suppose 84 divided by 10 is given. What will be the remainder? Sorry, what will be the quotient? 8 is the quotient, 4 is the remainder. Same way you will get 8 is the quotient, 4 will be the remainder. So, first place, ones place will be the remainder, rest of the place will be the quotient. Got it? So, you can divide any digit, any number of digits by 10 easily without writing the procedure. In this way, you can easily divide without writing the procedure. So, see, 743 is given. Okay, 743 divided by 10 is given. So, quotient is equal to dash, remainder is equal to dash. So, you know there is only 1 0 in the 10, isn't it? So first place will be the remainder, means 3 is the remainder. Rest of the place will be the quotient. So 74 is the quotient. 74 is the quotient. I'll show you. You can check by dividing. So 743 divided by 10. So let us take 74 together because you cannot divide 7 alone. So 74 we are taking. So 10 sevens are 70. So 4 minus 0 is 4. 7 minus 7 0. Now take 3 down. 43. 10 fours are 43. Sorry, 10 fours are 40. 3 minus 0 is 3. 4 minus 4 is 0. So remainder is 3. Quotient is 74. See here. Quotient is 74. Remainder is 3. Got it? So in this way you can easily divide any number of digits using 10. So first place will be the remainder. Rest of the place will be the quotient. Clear? So this is how you have to divide by 10. So up to now you have learned division of 2-digit number by single digit without remainder, with remainder. Next, division properties, division of a number by 1, division of a number by itself, dividing a 0 by a number. Clear? Next, division by 10. I hope you understood. Solve more sums related to these. You will understand better. Okay. So in the next class, let us see how to solve word problems related to division. Thank you.